Hi Pisces, welcome to your monthly reading for January. As you see, I have here one card already, and that is the card that came out for the month of January in the yearly reading that I did for your sign. So I'm using it here as a guidance or helper or a reference. And it will be an amazing year for all of us, and that's why, and an amazing decade, because with January we are starting the 2020 decade. So it's a good time to think about long-term goals and reference points generally in our life. So that's why it's a moment when we need to attune or reattune with higher goals, higher purposes, higher intentions. So I want to choose 3 cards for you to see where do you actually need to tune in January 2020. But as well during 2020 in general, and maybe for the coming decades. I don't know. So maybe what is being asked of you to tune in. Interesting. To your Pisces. So we have the King of Cups here, which in the yearly reading I see it, understand it, and right now as well as a representation of yours. This is representing Pisces, but it's Pisces in its higher awareness, is a very developed archetype of a Pisces, very controlled of its own energy, emotionals, and the King of Cups is beautiful to represent Pisces because it means that this King of Cups has both managed and has a balanced femininity and masculinity awareness. And it is very creative, and it is very approaching, and it is very generous, but it stands on a firm foundation, and it is an archetype of an artist and creative person. So you start the year and you left 2019 with this awareness of finally feeling stable in your own nature and celebrating your own nature. And what you are asked to tune in January, we have here 2 swords cards and 1 card of pentacles, and the Queen of Swords stands as the foundation of this King of Cups. So what you are asked to tune in is to have a will and power and to be directional in your intentions related to creativity and projects. Because this King of Cups, after he has achieved his maturity, he needs to endure his goals. So when it comes to your goals and to your passions and to what you want to achieve, you are asked to tune in the Queen of Swords energy. She is a queen that does not only use her swords, she uses communication too. So in your communications, in your decisions, be gentle as well. Don't use the sword to cut people, but to communicate with them. But what is being asked for you is to keep this foundation and to be strict when it comes to your cups, to your energy, to your creativity, to your goal, to your vision. So your creativity and your vision, and I think you finally have reached some very interesting point in your development where you can fully embody the King of Cups. What you need to tune in is the Queen of Swords, which is beautiful because they both, it's not a King of Swords, it's more subtle, it's the Queen of Swords. So be directional, cut through clouds. Don't lose yourself in the world out there. Be intentional, be willing. And you have the Four of Swords too. Which for me right now means don't get engaged too much into battles that actually, like the Queen of Swords, it's almost looking away from this moment. Don't lose your energy with battles that are not fitting to your vision or to your own fight or to your own battle. Don't be a soldier. A soldier knows that he only has to do this battle. He doesn't know what is the strategy behind it. So be a Queen of Swords that works hand in hand with the King of Cups. You work together. You work for him. You work with him. You help each other. Don't lose your energy in battles that are not helping your vision. So you have to tune in a higher awareness about yourself, and you have to keep this awareness. You don't leave anymore this throne. After you have achieved this power, you don't let it go. You develop from King of Cups to Queen of Cups to King of Swords to King of Pentacles. That is the energy. And the Two of Pentacles here is this combination, is this successful integration of these two characteristics in your character. So creativity with will, with direction. So you are asked to tune in to this combination, Queen of Swords and King of Cups. And you will manage it. Maybe it will be a little bit difficult, but you will manage it. It will be successful. And if you see, both of them are looking in the same direction. So look away from those things which bring you down, which leave you only in the consciousness of a soldier. You are over it. It's done. It's over. Now you are a king. Now you are a queen. Now you are in a position to direct yourself, your will, your projects, your wishes. And don't be ashamed and don't be afraid. Very nice, dear Pisces. I love it for you. It's a beautiful energy to have. And we have Mars as well entering Sagittarius in January. And we know Mars, it's the king, it's the planet of wars and willingness. So you will feel this in January. So use it for yourself. Don't rush into anything, because the queen and the king, they don't take decisions which are sudden. They are very thoughtful, they are very centered. But it's like almost, you are entering a new decade with a new awareness, with your creativity inside you or backing you, but you are willing, you are enduring. And because of all the changes that are happening, and because of Pluto, who has been asking us to let things go since 2008, and Saturn, who made us do the work and the needed changes, and now Jupiter finally is entering Capricorn to finalize those changes, and those planets, especially Pluto Saturn conjunction, they are saying we cannot back you anymore. You have to let go. So what are you resisting? What do you need to let go? What kind of changes do you finally have to finalize and let go? Interesting. Yes, I think what you hear, these three cards, which I like to use to answer that question, what are you resisting? For me, here in your reading, it looks like you are resisting satisfaction, celebration of yourself, of the goods that you have been receiving so far, of rewards. To see Pisces in such an energy to where indicates satisfaction and positive feeling about what you have received so far. It's something special, because we know you can be very modest, you can be very you always want to share with other people, you never take the rewards only for yourself. So it looks like you are letting go a little bit of that keeping yourself small all the time, wanting to give all the rewards to other people, an acknowledgement of other people, to other people. Now it looks like this King of Cups is influencing the entire reading. And here as well, with the Seven of Pentacles, you are in a moment where you are thinking of what you have done so far yourself, what you have produced so far. And it's almost like you here, we see this, I think this is the most important line in your reading, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, sitting on the foundation of the star. And the star, it's something of a higher purpose, a higher goal. And you are finally sitting underneath this energy, or maybe this energy have been there for a longer time. But now you are attuned with it. Now you are finally accepting it. Now you are building on it. Now you are feeling well with it. Now you are being creative with that higher purpose. And you know that this is not only for yourself. You are doing this as well for other people, but you are the center of all the work that you are doing. And that's okay. But I think what you are letting go is your limited beliefs that you can have, that you cannot have enough finances and enough emotional support or satisfaction. You are letting go of these limitations. You are stepping into a higher awareness that you can both get emotional satisfaction and recognition and financial support and rewards from your work. And they are both related to a higher purpose. So you are letting go, you are resisting of that change. You are not resisting anymore. You have to let go of those limited beliefs. You can both have emotional satisfaction and financial rewards from your work. And you can be balanced. And it is this higher purpose, this star moment that represents Aquarius, but can represent you as well, because it's a lot of watery energy, and both nurturing the earth and the waters, both nurturing the conscious and having this enlightenment from above. You have been tapping into a higher awareness, or if you haven't done it yet, it's time to do it, and to understand that this higher awareness will give you that possibility in the real world, will give you that power, will give you that power, will give you that creativity, will give you that security in yourself. And it can both, and you can both have emotional satisfaction and financial rewards. And you should believe in it. This is a wish fulfillment. This is a believing card. So what you are letting go is limited beliefs. And where you have to let go is these limited beliefs. This is the change that you have to do. And the awareness that you can do it all on yourself, all alone. It is you, if you sit on a higher purpose, if you connect to a higher purpose, because then you can feel good about it. And there's nothing bad about feeling good about something. So you are asked to let go of these limited beliefs. This is the change that you have to make in 2020. Thank you, dear Pisces, for listening. I hope you liked my reading. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. If you are interested in private reading, you will find my email below. Wish you all the best. Bye.